Hi, welcome to the Destin Business Forum brought to you by the Destin Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, Amy Perry, and today I have Laura Wichern with Clear Restoration and Remediation, LLC.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You are the creator, founder, along with your husband, Mark, right?
Right.
And this is the third or fourth time you've been on. And this is a really cool thing. I have my one favorite thing that we'll get to, but for people that maybe don't know, tell us what your business is all about.
Okay. We have a passion, which is kind of strange for some people, for water damage restoration, emergency service, just helping people bringing their homes and businesses back without having to put so much money or time into saving them. Our goal is to save and restore a home instead of having to do all the tear out. And we put education first, customer service. We just take it to a whole new level when it comes to emergency mitigation and emergency services.
I would imagine that, that's good to have in all businesses.
Right.
But especially when somebody has had a traumatic event, their house has been flooded. The fact that you have such good customer service, I think, probably just makes them feel a little more comfortable.
It does.
All right, I'm going to jump into something that we talked about before, which is the flood house.
Yes.
I hear you have a new flood house.
Well, we're in the process of finding a new place for our flood house and building a new flood house. We're currently building one in Orlando as well. My husband is an instructor and teaches water damage restoration, but what we do here is we train a lot of the property managers, maintenance managers, insurance professionals, and also people from all around the country come to our flood house, and we flood it with over 24,000 gallons of water from top to bottom, and we teach them how to dry the house out. So when you use our company, you know that you're getting the best possible technicians and people on staff, because we push education first, and it's very, very important. But it's fun to do that and use that flood house as a tool.
It's just amazing that you can flood something and then just dry it out. And I would imagine, how many times did you say you've?
We flooded the house close to 50 times, so now it's time to build a new one. And because of our expansion and growth, we have removed it from our current location to bring in more equipment, trucks, everything, and that's why we're now looking for a new place to build this flood house.
Okay, all right. And tell me, you mentioned new partnership and growth. Tell me about the new partnership and the different new areas.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. When Mark ran for Congress last year in June of 2014, we took on a new partner, Matt Lozecki and Nicole Lozecki, his wife, and they have just done a phenomenal job of blending their services with ours, as well as adding so much to our company. We now command over 8,000 pieces of equipment here. We have just the large desiccant trailer-mounted units. We can provide temporary electricity services and power. There's just so much that we've added. And as far as services, we've now added the fire, the smoke and odor, environmental cleanup, which includes the Biohazard trauma scene cleanup. Also meth lab. We're in the process of working with the local county, putting together a program for them to help them with their cleanup services.
And you wouldn't think that would be a big thing, but I guess if somebody makes meth in a house, I don't know if it's once, it messes it up, or several times. I think I read something about a house that maybe was in foreclosure. People weren't living in it, but other people had come in and they were producing meth. So,
it happens.
What do you
And
do?
someone has to clean it up, as well as you have to be so trained to be able to get rid of it. Not only just the meth lab, but the trauma scene cleanup as well. There's certain procedures and laws that you have to follow for that.
Right. And it's good to know the company that does it.
Yep.
Right? Okay, what else? New services, new flood house. You said you command over
8,000 pieces of equipment. So we are, I know we're the largest holder of equipment in this area, and we also not only do we're a distributor of the equipment, we're also now a manufacturer of the equipment.
Wow, you really are growing.
Of dehumidifiers and I believe air movers as well, but we have our own manufacturing of the equipment. it just continues to grow.
Keeps growing. The need's still there.
It is. So I mean, there's no way that we would run out of equipment, and you have to have a large hub, especially when you have a program like ours as far as taking care of the resort industry here. When hurricanes happen and things like that, we have the safety net program, which we've talked about in the past. The safety net program is where we go in ahead of time and we secure and make sure the buildings are protected. We know how many floors there are, we know the gate codes, we know the owners, we know the board members, we know everything that we need to bring in. How many pieces of equipment is it going to take to dry out that building if something happens? We have it all planned out ahead of time.
It sounds like you guys have thought about just about everything.
We have.
All right, so what's next? What are you going to start doing now?
I don't know. I'm excited to continue with the business development. I mean, there's so many different areas that you can grow and move into in this industry, and just really, continue our passion for it and educate people, and just to know that you have a phenomenal company right here on the Emerald Coast that's going to take care of you. And we service everywhere as far as we also do storm chasing. So if anything happens outside of this area, we have the equipment and people to take care of it as well.
So, real quick, I know you said when we started that you have a passion for this. What made you interested in this kind of work?
Well, it was my husband started out. I mean, he's a very passionate, caring person, and he just wanted to learn more. He was working for a carpet cleaner that was doing this business, and he said, I know there's more to this. So he just kept on until, he found out all the tools and the education that he needed. And then we moved away and started our own business then, and that was back in, I believe, 1999. Okay. And just really caring about people and seeing what they go through and the devastation that they go through, and we knew there was a better way. We didn't have to come in and tear everything out. We can come in and we can save your home and be in and out in 3 or 4 days and not 3 or 4 months. We're going to save everything that we can. If it's affected by mold or sewage or something like that, that we can't, we'll make it as quick and as easy as possible for you as we can, but we just wanted
first
taking care of the people.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that story.
Thank you.
I bet you're going to be back next year, right?
Yes.
All right. I look forward to that. I want to see what else you're doing then, and maybe I can go out to the flood house.
Yes. Come to our new open house.
Your new open flooded house.
That's right.
Okay. I'm going to move right into upcoming events. On December 17th, the Chamber's annual holiday party. It begins at 6 p.m. until whenever. That will be at 790 on the Gulf. January 6th, the Military Affairs, or the MAC meeting, is from 12 to 1 p.m., and that will be at the Destin Area Chamber of Commerce. On January 12th, the Leaders in Business Lunch is sponsored by Warren Averett. That is from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Emerald Grand at Harbor Walk Village. January 15th, we will be celebrating 50 years strong annual awards and installation banquet. That begins at 6 p.m. until. That too is at the Emerald Grand at Harbor Walk Village. And lastly, on January 23rd, Destin's 6th Bayou Bay and Beach 5K Run Walk and 10K and half marathon. That is sponsored again by Shoreline Church. Registration is open now at DestinBayouBayBeach.com. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.